Hey folks, it's Mad Rabbit, and I am back in Medieval Minecraft Creations. Yes, I said I was going to take a little break from this series. I happened to sit down today and decide to just continue onwards and push forth and make just another project in here just for the heck of it. Kind of trying to force myself to get back into it a little bit, otherwise I'll be in trouble if I don't occasionally try and force myself to do things. And I actually think this is going to come out pretty decently. I finished this project. What you're seeing here is the library. Now this is not the mage's library. I'm going to actually have two libraries, but this one here, this whole building is built. You'll see is just the regular. I got a regular library. Kind of probably be smaller and just basically be just holding books and whatnot. So you see here, I'm basically laying out all the foundation, and I decided to kind of narrate over the footage rather than just speak, because otherwise I would have had to make like a million cuts and it would have been like a really long series, like 50 episodes. I don't know. I shot a ton of footage today and it's like sucking up like about half my hard drive space, this stuff. So it's going to most likely end up being several episodes here. Hopefully just two. But I know I'm hoping just two. Might end up being three or four, but who knows. I got quite a bit of footage. But at any rate, yes, so I did speed the footage up. Trying to, when I'm designing these things, kind of trying to use different materials, not to be so static and just using the same stuff over and over and over again. And so I really didn't want things to be flat either. So you'll see in a later point in the video when I sort of start building outwards a little bit more. And I went pretty elaborate with this building. I'm actually pretty happy that the way it came out. At least you'll see that in the last episode in this series where it's all complete. But I'm hoping to do more buildings like this along these lines. Basically where I'm trying to kind of break away from the boring just square building. Even, just some of the stuff I've done so far. I'm trying to get to grow a little bit. And hopefully this will end up being pretty good when it's all said and done. So you see here, just nicking your corners will help. As you see there, I've nicked a lot of the corners and use some trim. But yeah, I want to make mention also. I know I mentioned it in some of the videos I have recently. I can't remember which one now. I think it was my recent World of Warcraft leveling series video where I mentioned that I do have my air conditioner on now, and because of my ultra sensitive microphone, you may hear a lot of background noise. It's just like a humming or fuzzy noise or something. That's because the air conditioner, and I'm on the second level of the house, and this is a very oppressively hot apartment and always has been. So just so you guys know, if there is some noise in the background and the audio just isn't so good this time, I apologize for that. But it is going to have to be there at least for the summer, just because I can't stand the heat that much. It's just my air conditioner ain't doing too good either. So I'm really giving serious thoughts to buying a new one. Not that I really can afford it right now, but this is one of those. This has lasted me for a good 10 years. This air conditioner. It's like one of those $99 small ones from Walmart. So I'm hoping that perhaps I can maybe buy another one soon. I just don't think these things last very long. Yeah, I do keep the filter clean, so it's got one of those removable, reusable filters, like kind of like front loading kind of thing. It's a small unit, it's not very big as far as the BTUs goes, but it keeps pooping out on me in this kind of weather. It's like 88, 89 here right now. So if it can't keep up with that, it's not going to be able to keep up. Some of you guys may remember from last summer when we had that heat spell. It couldn't keep up. It couldn't. It was dying last year. I knew that, but yeah, that's just the way it is, I guess. So see here, I'm using some different architectural elements. I've seen this in another channels. I'm kind of borrowing ideas from certain decorative elements from them. I'm trying to, because their work is pretty dynamic, in my opinion. So when I'm doing it myself, I'm gonna try and break things up. Now I don't like copying people, but at the same point, sometimes it's better to borrow certain design element ideas just so things do start looking a little more, organic or alive. And some of this stuff is just, I mean, if you look at the main keep, I really just did the stone brick there. It was really nothing different there. There's a couple nooks and crannies that make things look a little bit non-flat, but honestly, it still looks a little flat. So, so I may end up reworking a little bit in the main keep, the outer walls and stuff. Yeah, I didn't really want to go back to doing the kitchen. I'm sorry, guys. I might either I'll do an episode of that, or maybe I'll just maybe I just do that off the air. I really don't think a kitchen is going to be all that exciting to build. Um, I mean, I could go back to it if it's really like something really that people really want to see, but to me, I just don't think it's going to be all that interesting. You know, um, that's just me. So I guess if there's a real big outcry and you really want to see the kitchen made, I will maybe come back and eventually do that. Something else to also consider. I don't know how many uploads I'm at now. I think I've reached 200 uploads, so it's sort of might be actually 201 or 202 now, but I haven't been keeping really close track. So that's on the new channel here. Now, if you remember the old channel, I had some videos there, and then I had deleted a bunch of videos, which there was about 240 videos. So I don't know really how many uploads I've had over the course of my YouTube career, but I'm getting up there. I got quite a few, and I'm definitely growing as a director and stuff. I'm seeing an improvement, at least. If you guys watch the old, like the very earliest, the first episodes I used to have before I deleted those ones, you'll know the difference, big time. I mean, it's definitely a big difference. But another big milestone we're nearing is episode 100 of this series, the creation series. I'm saying. I know I've sort of been taking a little bit of a break and breather from this series, and I'm probably going to continue on that trend. This particular build might be a few more episodes. Like I said, a couple more episodes. But we have to start thinking what we're going to do for episode 100. I want to do something special, something different. And since we're might be a few weeks, maybe even a month away from that, depending on the pace I go. Maybe some people can give me some ideas of what to do. I mean, the whole tour series has already been done. So a tour has been done already. So go take a look at the tour playlist and watch that. So really, I'm not going to do a tour. I just don't know. I need something interesting, either the build in this series or just something to do. We could end up waiting until the release of the next patch, and perhaps with things changing the way they are, I'd have to see how this goes. But you're supposed to be able to make them into, I guess the single player worlds are now considered servers also, and you can just switch between multiplayer and single player. So yeah, I've watched a few videos. Those are the changes that are coming. Those are in those weekly updates that Mojang put out. So it's a possibility I may. And this is not. All right, look. I'm putting disclaimers big time here because I might change this. If you have ideas that are better than mine, great. But if this patch comes out, I don't know when it's coming out. Could be a while, from my understanding. Well, when it comes out, if there's some way for me to protect the game world, that perhaps I would maybe have an episode where I have a bunch of people come in. I'll do it as a server and just maybe shoot the episode having a bunch of people run around. That's a possibility. But I don't know. That's to me, like I said, this world will never be for download, at least until I reach those goals I mentioned in the adventure episode a few episodes back. And then I will have it for upload when that happens. But on the pace we're going, that could be quite a few years, sadly. So yeah. So keep in mind that this is not set in stone. Okay, I might not do this. I was thinking maybe have people come on and maybe do a tour with people or just run around or something. I don't know. I really wouldn't know what to do with people on here anyway. But alright. Catch you next time, folks. Matt Rabbit signing off. Adios.